Imagine a creature smaller than a grain of rice that can generate temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. No, this isn't science fiction. This is the pistol shrimp's superpower. And today, we're diving into the hidden empire of one of the ocean's most mind-blowing micro-warriors, the Synalpheus regalis, or the emperor snapping shrimp. This tiny crustacean has evolved what scientists call a cavitation bubble weapon, basically an underwater sonic boom that reaches 3,870 degrees Celsius. That's right, nearly 4,000 degrees Celsius. For context, that's about the same temperature as the surface of the sun. And this shrimp is barely visible to the naked eye. But here's where it gets wild. This killing machine doesn't live in coral crevices or hide under rocks like most shrimp. Instead, entire colonies, sometimes hundreds of them, live inside a living sponge. Think of it as a breathing, biological fortress that provides shelter for life. Now, you might be wondering, what's the catch? Well, buckle up, because this shrimp society has a social structure that would make a dystopian novel look tame. At the heart of this colony is the queen, a single dominant female who controls the entire population through chemical warfare. She releases special pheromones that suppress the reproductive systems of all her daughters, essentially turning them into sterile workers. These worker shrimp spend their entire lives doing one thing: cleaning and maintaining the sponge's tunnels to keep the fortress running smoothly. But not all offspring are created equal. A select few develop into soldier shrimp, armed with oversized claws and one mission: defend the colony at all costs. When a predator like a sea star attacks, an animal literally 1,000 times their size, these soldiers mobilize like a tiny armored battalion. The sea star isn't even hunting shrimp. It wants to eat the sponge itself. But the soldiers don't care. They swarm and attack anyway. But the biggest danger doesn't come from the front lines. It comes from the shadows. Enter the scale worm, a slender, stealthy predator that slips into the sponge's core undetected. Unlike the sea star, this worm has zero interest in the sponge. It's here for one thing: the shrimp. And to the defenseless workers, it's a nightmare. When the worm strikes, the workers do the only thing they can. They frantically tap the tunnel walls, sending out an SOS through vibrations. The soldiers receive the distress signal, and that's when the magic happens. The soldier shrimp snaps its oversized claw shut at millisecond speed, compressing water so violently that it creates a cavitation bubble. When that bubble implodes, it doesn't just make noise, it unleashes temperatures exceeding 3,870 degrees Celsius, a shockwave over 200 decibels, enough force to stun or kill prey without physical contact. The scale worm doesn't even get touched. It just gets blasted by an underwater shockwave and flees in terror. In the world of millimeter-sized shrimp, the pistol shrimp is the undisputed apex predator. No contest. But just when you think the colony is safe, the real drama begins. After the battle, the queen dies. Her chemical control over the colony vanishes, and that's when chaos erupts. Without the queen's pheromones suppressing them, the former workers begin to sexually mature. It's a race. The first female to fully develop will become the new queen. Once crowned, she'll release her own chemical signals, re-establish control, and the cycle begins again. It's a system of chemical dictatorship, biological warfare, and ruthless succession, all happening inside a sponge the size of your fist. So the next time you see a tiny shrimp, remember, size doesn't determine power. Sometimes the smallest creatures wield the most devastating weapons and the most complex societies. What do you think? Would you want to live in a world ruled by chemical mind control? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more wild ocean facts like this, hit that subscribe button, because the deep sea is full of surprises.